Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Back to episode 10 of The Too Late Show. Of The Too Late Show. Unless that's not true. Do you know what episode it is, Mike?
Yeah, it's episode
10 of The Too Late Show. Exactly. Welcome back, my friends. Today we have a very special guest, Mike Dawes.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here on episode something.
Extremely
Thank you.
Talented. It seems like I'm being sarcastic with the person over there clapping. It feels like we're mocking
Talented.
you. Talented. Tall?
6'3".
He's pretty tall.
According to my Tinder bio.
According to your Tinder bio. And in real life.
That's not true. Yeah, absolutely.
You're pretty tall.
I come from a tall man. My dad's 6'6".
Holy shit.
Yeah. He's the one person in England with good genes. Yeah.
He doesn't have a beetroot face?
No beetroot face and webbed feet. Not on that guy. He got the Sam Elliott mustache, or he had it as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Did he ever clean chimneys?
I don't know, but I'll have to find out. I did. You know, most kids in England, when they grow up, they're sent up the chimneys.
Yeah.
You know, to
That's
before
what
we
I
could
heard.
walk. You know, that's how we learned to walk.
I've heard that.
Yeah. They put like a really bad stale pie at the top of the chimneys to lure us, and we learned to
meat?
climb with meat. Yeah, a generic meat pie. Yeah.
Exactly. You're in America right now. How do you like America right now?
America's awesome. America's awesome. I like America. I like here is Texas, which is like, you know, postcard America for an English person. You know, you got the cows, you got chickens, and all that kind of stuff, which is fun. I like your freedom. Freedom isn't free. Costs $1.05, as they say. You're very handsome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
This desk is fantastic as well. Can you tell me about this?
Yeah. So this is actually a. You see the fly that was accompanied with it?
Yeah, that comes with it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is actually a small experiment. There's a YouTube series, how to make a homunculus, but it's in Russian.
Okay.
And I'm reading it obviously because I'm an American. I'm reading it in American or whatever.
You only need to know one language.
Yes.
Which is our language, but you know.
And really, I just followed along
Yeah.
with the show. with the YouTube series. It's how to create a homunculus, and it's a very simple process. You get a shot glass,
Okay.
and then you fill it with seed. You fill it with semen.
With human semen.
Human semen.
Nice.
Preferably your own if you want it to take on characteristics of yourself.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, that's it. Congratulations. But that looks
Yeah.
like more than a shot glass. Did you get a bit carried away?
Well, you let it grow.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, you feed it.
Like one of those, what are they called? Chia pets? Is that
Exactly.
it? Yeah,
It's a chia pet for...
scrote.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It's a sort of a chia pet. You want to hold it?
I don't.
Okay.
No. But
It's
but
got-
it looks great. It looks
Yeah.
great.
That's not my hair on it.
Sure.
Anyways, you're in America. Where do you hail from originally?
So I hail from a town called Bristol, which is a super awesome town. It's in England. If anyone's been to England or if they're watching from there, they'll know it. You go to London, you turn left, you go all the way to the end just before you get to Wales, where all the sheep are, you know. And just before Bristol, super awesome town. It's like famous for, what's it famous for? You know Wallace and Gromit? Yeah, Massive Attack, the band, Portishead.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Idols, awesome punk band from Bristol. It's got like a lot of like electronic music. Fun story. Darth Vader, the guy who played Darth Vader, not James Earl Jones, he's from Bristol, like the guy in the costume, right?
Yeah.
And he used to be the bouncer at a club my dad used to go to. Can you imagine getting kicked out of a club by Darth Vader?
That'd be pretty sick.
Pretty freaking tough. Except he's got a Bristol accent, so he's like, you know, where are those droids? I want them alive. It didn't.
Oh, that's the Bristol accent? The Shire.
Yeah, the Shire. That's exactly it.
Interesting.
It's the West, so I don't have the accent because I grew up in a different part of the country where it's very posh, you know, so I've got a bit more of a posh boy accent. But yeah, you know, yeah. Where are the plans for the Death Star, you turnip? That's how they talk.
Frodo Baggins.
Yeah, exactly. We call it Brizzle with 2 Z's. Brizzle.
Brizzle.
Yeah. It's a nice
That's
place.
really funny.
Nice place. But I'm here all the time, man. I'm here on tour all the time, playing shows, hanging out with fine gentlemen like yourself, learning about, you know, scrotal cloning.
Garloid.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. All
Feeding
that
the
stuff.
garloid. The garloid has gestated for many eel.
Just ate the garloid. That's it.
That's cool. What about the Bristol Motor Speedway?
That's in Tennessee.
That's South Virginia and
Is it
Tennessee.
Okay.
It's on the border.
I drove past it. Isn't that the biggest speedway in the country?
Can we get a fact check on that? Can we get a fact check on that?
It's one of the smallest ones.
Oh!
Smallest NASCAR track.
Okay.
Really?
Damn.
I could have sworn it was like one of the big ones. Okay, yeah, no. A buddy of mine lives near there, actually. He's a fellow Brit, and he's in a band, and he moved out there to live his American freedom dreams, building a farm, all that kind of fun stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll be out there sometime, but yeah. I've never seen a NASCAR race. Can we go? I've been coming to America for like 13 years, but I've never seen a NASCAR race.
They turn left.
I was going to say, where
lot.
I'm from, we turn both ways, but
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see the NASCAR.
My fellas back there, they've been getting into F1 and
Oh yeah, that's new in America relatively,
Yes,
right? Yeah,
it's very new, yeah.
Did you see the Vegas race where like the drains on the street were getting sucked up into the cars and it almost got cancelled? It's pretty wild. They were going so fast, it was creating suction,
Oh,
and
wow.
the drains on the streets were just like
Yeah.
popping up, and yeah, it was crazy.
I
yeah,
think
had
it's
some
crazy. It's always what seems like with F1,
Yeah.
the guy with the most money wins.
Oh yeah, but isn't that just all American sports?
Is F1 American?
No. But with all American sports, it is just like okay, you
Have the best training?
Well, actually, no, because in America, when you do the draft, I don't know much about NFL, but or hand egg.
Hand egg
Call
is
it
what we
hand
prefer
egg.
to
Yeah,
call
it's
it.
football in England, obviously, and the entire rest of the planet, right?
Yeah.
But NFL, it's like a draft, so it's kind
Yeah.
of it's not really about money. But for football, like soccer football, it really is. They just buy. The clubs with the deep pockets just tend to win because they just buy up all the best
Interesting.
talent. But F1, it's I don't know. It's all corrupt, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I know the NFL, sometimes you'll have like an underdog do okay.
Yeah.
You'll have like a screaming win tear for a team. I can't think of an example. But
That's it. The thing I don't understand about NFL, and I hope I'm not offending anyone by saying this, is just all the commercial breaks. Because it's like, my first experience going to North America, I went to Toronto and I saw the Blue Jays play in a baseball game. I know that's not NFL, but, and in the UK, you have like rugby and football, soccer, right? There was like one guy hit a ball, and then everything paused while a guy in an elephant costume came out and shot a T-shirt at us with a hot
yeah.
dog cannon.
oh yeah,
And that was my introduction to American sports.
that's America right there.
Yeah, exactly. So lots of commercials. I'm still adjusting to it, but
Did you take one to the chest? One of those
a
T-shirts?
T-shirt? No, I didn't. No, I was a minor, so they weren't aiming for me. But I would have.
You know Ned Flanders
Personally, yeah.
Simpsons?
Yeah.
That's how his wife died.
Oh.
Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Maud? Marge?
I believe her name was Maud.
Maud Flanders.
Yeah, because Marge is Homer's wife.
Of course, yes.
No!
That's it, exactly.
Favorite show?
Apart from The Simpsons? Favorite show? Man, that's a tough one. Okay, I could be real and say Dark, which is actually my favorite show on Netflix. You know that one?
I don't.
It's like a German time travel show. It's weird. It's one of these like goes under the radar, but it's always in like people say it's their favorite show.
Okay.
Favorite show, ironically, that I'm watching right now, The Detroiters.
Okay.
Watching that, it's fucking sick. Just stupid dumb stuff. But yeah, man, there's not a lot of time to watch shows because I'm always playing freaking
Yeah.
shows with this and traveling around and yeah. I don't know. What's your favorite show?
Fuck.
Big question.
Oh god, the Halo TV show.
Nice.
I'm just kidding.
So okay, so as a member of the Halo fandom, that was like a slated show, right? That's not a popular situation.
No, it made me want to call in. Let's just say it made me hypothetically want to call in a tactical airstrike
Oh, nice. Okay.
on whoever wrote it.
Okay, that's very generous of you to make it tactical and not just
You know, it's there. Hopefully, there wouldn't be too much collateral damage.
huge damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Huge. I saw the opening scene when it was like a big old fight with the Covenant and all that kind of fun stuff, and it looked cool.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was-
No regrets.
No.
But you like the Too Late Show, so
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, obviously. Game of Thrones. Severance. We just watched that.
I need to watch season 2.
Succession. I like Succession.
It's on my list. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. Love of Brian
pretty solid.
Cox. We have two of them in the UK.
Love Brian
so,
Cox,
Yeah.
The Love Guru.
Can't say I'm familiar.
It's not even a show. It's a Mike
It's a way
Myers
of
movie.
it's a way of living. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
exactly,
state of mind.
yeah. It's more of a yeah. It's more
Gotcha.
of a
I'll check it out.
frame
The,
rate.
the Love Guru frame rate.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You're on the internet a lot. The hell was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Do you are you on the internet a lot?
I am. Yeah, I'm on the internet. We met on the internet. Not like that. We met in the DMs.
Yeah.
In the DMs.
Like that.
Like that, exactly. Just like that. Exactly. Yeah, I'm on the internet. You know, I put music on the internet and videos and stuff, and I procrastinate like a bastard when I should be doing work and stuff. But I don't even know what's going on in the world anymore because my algorithm is so. So what'll happen is I'll find a meme or something that I find funny that's inherently a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Send it to a friend. Then the algorithm's like, oh, this guy likes really messed up humor, and it's just down the rabbit hole. So right now I'm not.
That's on
showing
Reels?
Yeah. My Instagram For You page is cursed. I'll send you a screenshot later.
Okay.
I've got Mark Zuckerberg as a chicken with his tongue out, all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know.
Getting spoon-fed yogurt.
Hungry for hummus.
Exactly. Yep. I have actually. I wanted to ask you about this. What's the craziest thing you've seen lately on Instagram?
Oh man, I don't know if I can tell you because it's so fucked up. There's a guy I like to follow called Sage Shadowblade. You know him?
I don't know.
He does like parkour.
Okay.
He's really great. You should pull him up if you can. Oh wow, this is pretty good.
Sage?
Sage Shadowblade on Instagram. Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
Sage Shadowblade.
Yeah, he's like a sick parkour guy.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I know this guy.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's sick. Look at this. That's probably one take.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, nailing it.
I mean, it's incredible.
Nailing
I
it.
do love Instagram.
Instagram is my jam. I'm on there a lot. I can't say I'm on TikTok a lot because that's just basically Instagram for people who are young enough to do cool dances. And I can't do cool dances. I'm not agile enough anymore, man.
I think people.
too sedentary.
A lot of people who are super
Oh,
talented. on
JD
there.
Vance memes.
Okay.
That is the best. Daily
Yeah.
Vance, greatest page on the internet right now.
I'm trying to find one that
Just killed Dapope Vance.
You ever seen this?
Oh no, I can't say I have. That's not one of yours, is it? It's not one of your pets downstairs. Very cute, very cute. 10 out of 10 would take home.
You like AI?
I love experiencing AI, but not selling it.
Do you love experiencing AI?
I love experiencing AI.
Here, I have one that I really.
Oh yeah, that guy, gaming PC. He
This
came
guy?
up. No, the guy above. No, just above.
This guy.
I like that. Yeah.
Gaming PC.
Gaming PC.
He looks really sad.
He does. Honestly, I think is this your save stuff or your For You page?
This
or
is
what?
save stuff that I thought was
Okay.
really interesting.
Yeah, I think that's basically my For You page.
Okay.
And this is how I woke up this morning, honestly.
Interesting.
Personally. Yeah.
Very large woman.
Very large woman. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Or was this
very
you
nice.
and then this was the Garloid?
I'd honestly rather not say.
Okay.
But I'm here for another night, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. We'll keep it personal.
Absolutely. This is amazing.
There's one I have to. Here you go. Here's a quality Vance meme.
Oh, dude. Have you seen the one with him as Hellraiser?
I
Just
have.
like
Have you seen the one with
So
him as
good.
the hero of Kvatch?
I have not. No.
I'll have to show you that later.
I have not. Yeah, absolutely. No, any JD Vance memes, big fan of him demanding people say thank you for things. You know, that's
need to say
usually
thank
my
you.
response to most. I have that saved on my phone, and whenever I'm demanding a thank you, I can send out the Vance, which is always fun. Vince McMahon crying, classic.
It's a classic one. There's a
Deep cuts in here.
actually a Tajikistan deep cut that I have to find for you. There's this little
Tajikistan.
monkey.
That is one of my favorite stands. Do you know how many stands there are?
I don't. 9?
I want to say 7.
Is there 7?
Afghanistan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan,
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. I
you
can't
say-
remember. I can't remember the ones it said.
Did you say Uzbekistan?
Maybe. And then the other one.
I know I have this video.
One small interjection. You are right so Bristol is the largest when it comes to seating capacity.
Oh.
The amount of people that can see it, it's the most.
But the actual speedway,
Yeah, it's only
the
half mile.
racing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biggest capacity.
Yep.
Oh, have you seen this?
No way. That's wild. He looks just like Frankie Zapata, the hoverboard guy.
It's pretty interesting.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Strange things are happening in Tajikistan right now.
Honestly, the strange things are happening everywhere, and obviously we live in a world now where no one knows what is true and what isn't. So I'm not going to sit here and say that that's fake or anything like that.
No,
But,
if you did, I'd stand at you like this. I'm sorry. I'm done looking at me. So dumb.
The soup is hot. He was in Bristol. I saw him, Christopher Walken. He was in my town.
Really?
Yeah, they're filming a show. It's called shit. I can't remember what it's called, but it's Stephen Merchant and Christopher Walken's in it. It's yeah, I've seen him around town. It's fun.
Was he floating around?
He was not. No, he was walking.
Oh my God.
One take.
That was so good. You snuck that in there so good. That almost made me irate.
All right.
It was
Okay.
so good. You almost irated me.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Boil them.
Yeah. I showed him the Tajikistan meme.
Did.
Oh, shit.
Saved it.
That was close.
That's
What do you
all right.
need?
I'm just gonna put that there now. Whoop. Safe.
What were you looking at? Was there something here you were reaching for?
No, the guitar. I heard this
okay.
moving. Oh, I was just reaching for Kurt Russell
Okay.
because I wanted to look at him. I
Have you
thought
seen The Thing?
He would go, well, yeah, of course I've seen The Thing. What did you think of the remake? I know it's not really that new, but the one with
The pre-make?
the pre-make?
Because it's a prequel?
Is it a prequel?
Yeah.
Oh, I
it
don't know.
leads up the
one with what's her name? The one who was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I think so,
actress.
yeah.
Yeah.
The end of the new one leads into the beginning of the first one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like with the dog running.
Oh, okay.
they
Yeah,
fly
my
up the
thing
carpet.
law
Is it?
is not good, but no, love the horror, like love practical effect horror movies
Oh,
like that
yeah,
for
John
sure.
Carpenter.
Yeah, love John Carpenter movies. Fantastic. Anything with Rowdy Roddy Piper in,
Yep.
you know, very important.
100%. Kurt Russell's probably my favorite person.
Yeah.
Aside from my wife, of course.
Have you met Kurt Russell?
I haven't. I'd like to, though.
Yeah, I love a Russell.
I'd like to wrap around him like a monkey.
Yeah.
A little monkey.
Yeah, that's like this, like that kind of pose.
Exactly, yeah.
Leaped on, kind of like this.
Kind of like that.
If this was you, you'd be Kurt.
Exactly.
Like that. Exactly. Oh, he's caught. He was caught in the hair now.
In the garloid hair.
In the garloid hair. Make sure you shave before Kurt comes around.
The garloid has gestated.
It's true. He gestated. He created a Kurt.
What kind of content creators do you watch, consume on a daily basis? Or do you spend more time on
Besides you,
do you spend more time on that
This
was
guy.
incredible. That was incredible. More time on YouTube watching long form or just scrolling short form between tasks? What do
honestly,
you-
it's probably just the short form scroll at the end of the night, you know, because when you do a concert and then you have to go to bed, sometimes I find it quite hard because maybe you're like buzzing a little bit or something, or you've had a good time, or you feel like a piece of shit because you played badly or whatever. So I'll scroll, and that's when it gets to just, you know, everyone has like little chats, like little private message groups with various mates, and you send each other the spicy stuff.
Yeah.
So it's mostly that, scrolling and coming across dumb stuff. Long form, I don't have a lot of time for it. Occasionally, I do like to watch my friend Rick Beato. He's like a music guy. He does great videos.
I watch all his videos.
Yeah, he's great. Like people like Adam Neely do long form videos. They're all like music, guitar adjacent stuff. But I must admit, I have a big diet of kind of stupid memes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Are you into any weird niche stuff? Like, for example, recently I've been very much into medieval lore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like medieval slop.
Medieval stuff, like what? Like torture racks and stuff like that.
Yeah, like 10 of the craziest ways medieval people were killed.
Nice. Yeah, I found a podcast like that called Finn versus History. I don't know if you know that, but it's just two guys and they just talk about like stupid historical shit like that, which is fun. It is
Very fun.
It is disturbing, some of the stuff that we used to do to each other back in the day. Not
You
us
guys.
personally, but yeah, well, I mean,
You guys, not us.
we were very good at conquering and very good at torturing.
Yeah.
You know. I grew up listening to a band called Saxon. You know.
Okay,
I lived
I've heard them.
I listened to a band called Saxon, and they have a song called Crusader.
Yeah.
About questing around
Right.
and just fucking people up. Yeah, I wouldn't do it personally, but I do enjoy Saxon. Do enjoy the music.
Music's good.
Sometimes you just gotta have long hair and black clothes and play dumb guitar on stage.
Conquest.
Exactly.
Musically, sonically.
Sonically. Exactly.
Sonically conquest.
Conquest sonically. Yeah, no murdering.
So you play the guitar, I hear.
Yeah, that is true. I do. I play this guitar. It's right here, and it's a guitar with a really, really fun name because it's
I noticed it said cunt on it.
It does.
Cunts?
So this guitar is made by a German guitar maker. You can't really find it in stores,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
but you can't find it in stores in America because the guys we've swored on this, haven't we?
Yeah.
So the guy's name is Andreas, but his last name is Kuntz.
Okay.
Like
Cunts.
Cuntz.
Yeah, cunts.
Or Z. Yeah, or Z, exactly.
Cunts.
So, he's amazing guitars, super fast neck. For any guitar players there's a bunch of nerdy stuff on like this thing. I've had this for quite a while, and it's really cool because you can do all kinds of kind of fun little percussive things on it.
There's I believe that there's a video of you playing Somebody That I Used to Know
There is indeed, yeah.
with that guitar.
With this exact guitar.
And
yeah.
it's like 14 years ago, 11 years ago?
You're aging me, bro. Yeah.
Like that. That's
yeah,
when I started playing the
that's-
guitar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
what I-
that's when?
Yeah, that is when.
Wow, that's wild, man. Yeah, no, it's cool. Like those kind of songs are fun because you can do layers. You pick a tuning that allows you to. This is why I don't play with a guitar pick. You know, like most guitarists play with
Yeah, plectrum.
these. But if you get rid of that and you grow your thumbnail, you can kind of divide up the parts. So there's bass and guitar. Get the drums in there on top. Kind of like hitting the body of the guitar like a drum kit like that. And then you can add some melody, but in the right tuning. There we go. You recognize that one?
Yeah.
Exactly. See? Acapella section. There you go. Nailed it. Nailed it. This is you and Kurt Russell as well. Now you're just somebody. So yeah, it's a sick guitar, but when you get rid of the guitar pick, you start to build those kind of layers.
You think if I got rid of my guitar pick, I'd get better?
No.
Okay.
You're too busy. You're too busy with all of this.
How come when I play it doesn't sound like when you do it?
It does. This guy's great. This guy's a great guitar player, and
can't
he
say
doesn't
that.
play guitar for you, but he should.
You
'cause
can't
he's
say
sick.
that.
Isn't that
you
true?
can't say that and have
Yes.
that go out on the internet.
It's
You literally
everyone
can't say that.
comment. Give us guitar, Caleb.
No.
You giant blouse.
What does that mean? What just happened?
What just happened? That's the name of my first album.
Blouse?
Yeah. It is now. That's hilarious. Exactly. Yeah. No. He's sick, and we had a little jam earlier, and it was really, really fun. Yeah. All right. Let's go down.
Yeah, that's. I mean, seriously though, that is pretty impressive.
Thanks, Caleb. You're impressive.
Thank you. What a nice guy. I can't
So
say
nice.
nothing, man. Everything I say, you say I'm rubber, you're glue, and then you throw it back at me.
That's it. Yeah. Underhand.
Exactly. I started playing the guitar. I don't know, 10, 12 years ago. How long have you? When did you start?
So I picked up the guitar when I was 12, and it's funny. I only did it because my family moved around a lot as a kid. So I was in like a new school, and when you're age 12 and you're in a new school, you want to try and fit in.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was a bit of an introverted kid. So the cool kid at school had a guitar, and I was like, oh, if I can get a guitar and learn to play it, maybe I'll be in his band, and then I'll fit in.
Interesting.
And then I picked it up, and the second you get that first, because guitar's hard, like on a piano or a keyboard or something, or like electronics, you just press one button and you get a sound. But guitar, you have to do like two things. There's this hand
Yeah.
and there's this hand, right?
Right.
Like that. So it took a while to get that, but once you
That
get
was my first
that,
song, yeah.
same man, same, absolutely. So a bit of smoke on the water. Once you get that, and then especially once you get your first little vibrato, it's just
Vibrato,
oh,
yeah.
father, you know.
Yeah. Starts steaming.
That was it. It starts steaming. Yeah, people's pants just drop. It's quite incredible.
Exactly.
They
People.
just drop. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have to walk around with
literally.
towels
Oh, I'm not even surprised.
playing. Yeah, it's crazy. Just towel there, towel there. It's pretty wild. But when you first get that, I was hooked. You know, once that was down, and then I was playing electric guitar for ages, doing rock and metal covers, things like that.
Were you
And then,
using a pick at this point, or?
Yeah,
Oh,
just playing
interesting. Okay.
normally. But I only discovered the acoustic later on because it was sort of where I lived. I had like a band. There were a few musicians, but I was so like, I guess we talked about earlier, like being like perfectionists and stuff. I really wanted to just be in control. And like I'm saying, like when you get rid of the other musicians, not get rid of, but when you do something yourself, you can really like play the whole arrangement.
So beautiful.
And when you're doing it all yourself, you can get gigs and you can play, and then you meet people on the road, and it's great. And that's why the acoustic guitar is great, because you've also got that body
Yeah.
stuff as
It
well.
resonates and
It resonates.
percussive.
Exactly. All that fun,
you-
fun, goofy stuff.
You started when you were 12,
Yes.
and I mean,
Yeah.
you've just been shredding ever since.
Ripping.
Would you-
Ripping and tearing.
Were you ever really into like the shred style, like the
Absolutely.
ripping style?
Dude, that's what this whole
Okay, that makes sense.
that stuff is. It's just
Yeah.
like shred lick. It's just really fast shred
Wow.
stuff. I was into Van Halen. Okay, Caleb. There we go. Here we go. Gotta get up. Now gets me down. Yeah. Get it.
That was alright.
There it is. There it is. Yeah. Get it.
I don't know the words.
That's it. Neither do I. You got to roll.
That's so good. What the
There you go.
fuck, dude?
So here I am saying you don't need any other band members. You need Caleb.
You need a vocalist.
You need a vocalist.
And you need a frontman.
To be honest, you need a frontman.
Let's be real.
You know, you need David Lee Caleb.
David Lee Roth.
Caleb Lee Roth. There we go.
Oh. He's got pretty good vibrato on his voice.
Yeah, did you see the video where he did all the baton twirling with the mic stand on Jimmy Kimmel and it smacked him in the nose and then his nose was just gushing blood?
I didn't see that. That sounds really funny, though.
Yeah.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
Eddie, man.
Rest in
Dude,
peace, yeah.
like that, me just playing Jump right there, during the pandemic, in the UK, we had like proper lockdowns, and as someone who tours and plays, that was a real bummer, because you couldn't play, right? And I just moved into a new place in a new city, so I didn't really have any like furniture or anything, I was just kind of stuck. Didn't play guitar for 8 months, because it was so miserable.
No way.
Yeah, just like totally disconnected. Then Eddie Van Halen passed away. And I was so just like, man, that's like my hero. That's like an immortal guy. You know,
Like a
Eddie
god.
Van Halen, like a god.
Yeah.
And then, picked up the guitar and just had to do Van Halen. And that kind of got me back on the old creative horse.
That's wild. You didn't play the guitar for 8 months?
Yeah. I played a lot of Mario Kart. I'm really good at Mario Kart now, by the way.
Okay, I believe you.
I'm not exaggerating. Like, if we want to play, I will fuck you up at Mario Kart.
I don't think I've ever played, really.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I'll
I
do the
felt like
others.
I was being a bit threatening then. It's
No,
okay.
you're fine.
It's okay.
I'll play
Caleb.
with you if you want to win a lot.
You can play with me, Caleb.
Yeah. I'll play with you if you want to win. What did you do during the lockdown?
Played Mario Kart, sat in my pajamas. I didn't have internet for 3 months. Because again, literally I moved into a new place the day the lockdown started. So
Wow.
all the businesses shut down. So
Yeah.
I couldn't get like anything.
Internet.
Internet, exactly. Stuff like that. Basic first world shit. Sofas, stuff like that. So yeah, I just did a few sessions, played video games, and then as soon as there was an opportunity to go back on tour, straight back out there, got COVID, tour got shut down, came back again, went back, did that
Damn.
whole dance a few times.
Yeah.
You know. But now we're back and we're cooking with gas and touring in the summer, West Coast. I just did a kind of East Coast tour and a UK tour, but now West Coast is this summer with all the licks, and it's going to be fun. Yeah, life is good, man. Life is good. I'm happy to be here. You guys have such a wonderful, wonderful situation here.
Appreciate it.
It's like a holiday coming to visit you.
Yeah. It's green out, too.
Green, it's sunny, which we don't get in England, obviously. So it's a real pleasure.
If you come back at around 90 days, it'll be 1,000 degrees.
Okay, 1,000. That
Probably.
that doesn't sound fun.
No, it's not.
No.
It's really bad. But
No.
right now, though, springtime, beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
beautiful.
No, they got a love. I don't know how much people watching know about this whole area, but it's a lovely part of the world. And Texas, I like it. Freedom.
In terms of music stuff, would you have considered yourself to be naturally gifted when you started?
No. Well, no. The earliest musical memory I have is my dad was a percussionist, or is. He's still alive, and he just doesn't play much. And he taught me how to just do that. Like one hand and then two hands.
Yeah.
Like a very basic thing. And when I figured that out, like, oh, wow, you can move your hands independently and together, then everything kind of locked in, and everything's been pretty, like, rhythm-orientated ever since. But no, like with anything, you have to work really hard, but you work at it with, like, an insane tunnel vision where I would play for 9 hours a day and miss meals and stuff. And if you're not doing that, it's very hard to kind of keep going and going and going. I guess you have to just want it on some deep level as a kid, long before you're thinking about making a living or anything like that. It's just exactly. So, but I would also add that it's never too late to start guitar. I do all kinds of like guitar courses and stuff, and I would say that now older people are getting these courses more than younger people. Even.
Interesting.
I think they have this like insane work ethic of just like, I want to do something, I'm going to do it. A lot of people with the internet, they can pick at their lessons, you know, every so often, and it's awesome to see, man. It's awesome to see a lot of people of all ages getting into it.
My first musical memory, my mom told me to stop.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah. She's pretty rough.
That sucks. But
But
were you
she'll-
really bad though?
Yes. I deserved it.
That's fair.
I was actually playing Wish You Were Here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, dude.
And she banged on my wall and she said, "Stop!" I was like, what? I also remember before
That's
that,
hilarious.
my great-grandfather, he has passed since, obviously, he's very, very old. But I was playing the guitar and he said, "Can you go play that somewhere else?"
Oh, that's
And I was like, so I have like two really early memories.
I feel like this explains a lot. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah.
dude, let's stop that
Okay.
today
Okay.
and let's get you playing, because it's great and you should be playing in front of people because you rip.
I appreciate it.
So the best way to start, so when I switched to acoustic guitar, I was used to playing like with rock bands in clubs and stuff, but I wanted to get gigs, and I found the open mic night circuit, you know, and just going out there, playing, eating shit, going back, playing, eating a bit less shit, and just doing that over and over and over again, just gets you so comfortable playing, and it's just such a great community, and every town has their like open mic community, and I just encourage everyone to do it, because you just make friends for life, and you just get all that anxiety out,
Yeah.
you know, just playing with people, and because everyone's drunk as well.
Nobody gives a fuck.
So exactly. But no one gives a fuck anyway. Like nowadays, like so what if you mess up? Like what actually
Yeah.
happens? I saw
Nothing.
Regina Spektor play in Central Park, and she was doing like she wasn't having the best gig because she was making a few mistakes, and everyone's just so behind her. And she stopped and she said, like, it's okay, I'm just a musician. If I mess up, nothing happens. But if I was a tightrope walker and I messed up, I would die.
Yeah.
And if I was a heart surgeon and I messed up,
true.
you would die.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
good, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
like
it just
that.
puts it all into perspective.
Interesting.
Just don't worry about
Yeah.
it, man.
You're just creating things.
You're just bearing your soul in front of 1,000 people.
That's true.
Who cares?
You made me nervous again.
Yeah, I made myself nervous. I've got to do
How
it.
do you deal with the fine motor movements, the shakes whenever you have nerves?
It
and
happens.
you're-
So
you're like,
yeah, it definitely happens. I do get stage fright as well, like on the first show of a tour. But then usually it's about like, it's like any muscle, like it's just frequency. So if I haven't
Okay.
played for a few days, I get a little bit anxious. I just try and play every day to kind of keep it smooth. But after COVID, coming back and touring was terrifying, you know, because you stop the train and you've got to start the train again. Yeah, but it's just like anything, just do it more. But playing in front of people is better than playing not in front of people.
Yeah.
To practice that, right? So
Yeah.
do you remember like when you were a kid and you were playing and like a parent or someone would just walk past your room and you would suddenly just get nervous because you knew that
Yes.
someone was listening? And you're like, oh, Dad, you made me mess up. He didn't do anything, he just existed. But you've got to practice playing in front of those people so that when they are there, it becomes
yeah.
just fun.
They did make me mess up. They sabotaged me.
Yeah, well, I mean, they psychologically destroyed you.
Yeah, they did.
And I mean, I don't see any evidence of an unstable person here whatsoever. You know, so I think it all worked out in the end. But it's never
would
too
say.
late.
I would say so.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You ever seen a phone like this?
That's amazing. Is
Yeah.
this functioning?
It's dead currently, but it is functioning. You can make various calls.
Wait,
with
this
it.
is actually a phone.
That's a real. Steve Jobs made that for me.
Personally.
Yeah.
Nice. From beyond the grave or pre-grave?
Yes. Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing. Awesome. I'd like this. I like to make tiny calls. It makes me feel like a giant. It's when you get those tiny little fun-sized sodas.
Yes, exactly. It makes
Yeah.
you feel like a real man.
Exactly. Nothing makes me feel more like a man than holding this dead novelty phone.
What about this item? Have you ever seen this?
Oh, I haven't. What's his name?
This is the Holy Relic.
Oh, okay.
And we do a bit of veneration of the Holy Relic on this channel.
What is the Holy Relic entail? What does it...
I mean, if you ever read the comments, you'll find out.
Okay.
The audience of this channel loves this guy right here.
It's not something that gets put places, is it?
No.
Okay.
It just looks unfortunate
Okay.
like that. But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
reality, it's just it's more of an idea or an item that's a representation of the minds of a lot of people.
Okay.
I would
nice,
say.
Nice. I think I understand. Do you think he thinks he fits in that?
I think that that's all he thinks about.
Okay. You think? It's like a Stonehenge situation. It's like I said feet, not inches.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And he's there just like, oh man,
Yeah.
I gave him the deposit and it's just
Yep.
a short trip. How bad could it be?
Yep.
And he's starting to regret it now that he cannot move his arms.
Yeah, he's
at
stuck.
all. He's completely stuck.
He's stuck in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
he's
but
a-
good for him for giving it the college try.
He's a good little guy.
Yeah.
The Holy Relic.
It's nice to meet him. Holy
Yeah,
relic.
Pretty good little dude. I also have a protein shake up here and some light reading.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yep. Some light reading.
Very nice. I like the golden monkey. There's
Yep. Shungite.
necessary.
Yeah, very necessary.
Yeah.
Picked that up during COVID.
Nice. Little COVID perch.
Yeah, a little COVID purchase.
Nice.
What else do I got here? I got a lot of pills, vitamins, and
I see
stuff.
that. Yeah. There's a lot of pills.
Yeah, I love
lot of
pills.
pills. A lot of candy.
A lot of candy. Yeah, I'm a
Delicious
candy
candy.
man. Yeah, you got to try Sour Boys.
I did. I got to try the latest flavor.
Hasn't
I
been
believe-
released yet.
No, it hasn't. So was I like a guinea pig?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just checking if there's any like side effects.
There's vanilla in it, the one you tried.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Hints of vanilla.
Hints of vanilla, yeah, exactly.
Nil pint.
What?
Vanilla pineapple. Nil pint.
Oh, there you go. No
Yeah,
pine.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. I wanted to know, so I asked you about whether or not you have that sort of natural gifted talent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that I think it's hard to teach rhythm. I used to teach guitar, and I guess I still kind of do just because I have courses that people get. But the hardest thing to teach someone was how to just like be in time without just like consciously thinking about it all the time. And I witnessed a few people when I was growing up have a real hard time with that. But like licks and notes and phrases, you can learn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If there were to be a natural talent or aptitude, then maybe it would be just rhythm kind of stuff, I guess.
What about do
I
you
hope
have?
this is okay. I just yanked it.
Should be fine.
Is that still
good?
Yeah.
Do you have perfect pitch?
Absolutely not. Oh my gosh.
What is
no.
that?
Perfect pitch is the ability to just hear a note and then be able to know exactly what note it is
See a color.
relative to nothing.
Yeah.
Right. But so I don't have perfect pitch at all. I play in a lot of different guitar tunings, which has given me a little bit of experience with just interval hearing, like hearing intervals.
Yeah.
So like I'll be you can train yourself to hear intervals, and for those who don't know, that's like I guess labeling the distance between two notes, right?
Yeah.
So this is a minor third interval, right? So, and a way to train your brain for that is to go, okay, those are the first two notes in Smoke on the Water. Ba, ba, ba. So just by knowing that is that, you know that is a minor third, right?
And that translates to any key.
Exactly, that translates to any key. So with that, you can kind of navigate. That would be a fourth, which is I can't sing Away in a Manger, right? So you just like learn these, like the classic one would be a minor second being Jaws, right? So you know these things, and then because I play in so many different tunings, when you're writing or learning this stuff, it's knowing that makes it easier to kind of identify where the right notes are.
Yeah. What is that song?
This is one of my songs, a tune called Somewhere Home.
It sounds like, it sounds very much like the song Shenandoah.
Oh yeah?
Have you heard?
I don't know.
It's a very similar melody.
Yeah, this
Beautiful.
whole is very Irish.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Hector the Hero.
Oh, that's so beautiful, dude. That's really good. Or whatever.
Or whatever.
I could probably do
but this
that.
tuning is really good for that kind of Celtic kind of stuff.
What is that tuning?
So the tuning is, it's called Dad Gad,
Okay.
but it's D-A-D, Dad, Gad, G-A-D. So D-A-D, G-A-D. And because you get 3 Ds and 2 A's, that kind of Celtic-y, kind of drony kind
Yeah.
of stuff is good. And it's good for big fat chords, you know. There you go. Exactly. So big fat
girl.
She's a good girl. Exactly. Exactly. Purple rain, purple rain.
It's so cool, dude.
Can't do that because you'll get sued by Prince's estate.
So you have a relative pitch. You can find
I would say I
intervals-
have relatively decent relative pitch, but
Okay.
but pretty much everything I do is just grinding around and like spending time in different tunings. So a tuning I've been using a lot recently is called step-dad-gad.
Okay. With a D.
So it's
drop D.
dad-gad, but I take the bottom two strings down another tone, and you get these really cool kind of like ninth kind of intervals, and it makes the chords sound very kind of Midwest emo kind of vibes. Yes, there you go.
It's amazing,
It gives
by
it a
the
lot,
way.
lot of color.
That guitar like stays together so well with a very deep tuning.
Yeah, it's a strong guitar.
So
It used to be a
beautiful.
tree.
That's true.
It's just pretty wild. But it's got these really nice voices. You know, so that's kind of like big kind of pop.
Beautiful. Oh. What is that song?
That's one of mine. It's the opening track from my latest record. The song is called Cloud Catcher, and it's a 7-minute long mega kind of thing. I've been opening the recent tours with it, which is kind of nice. It's kind of arrogant to open a show with a 7-minute song, but it's just a nice journey. You know, it starts the show with that, which is just a little bit of sauce,
Yeah.
and people seem to like it. Sexy, you know.
It's amazing.
It's nice
so
tuning,
beautiful.
man.
That's so
Recommend
beautiful.
you check it out. CGDGAD.
Don't look over here. My pants are off.
I-
They've been known to
I
fall.
assumed you weren't wearing pants this whole time.
They've been known to fall in episodes before.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes I wear pants that don't fit me good.
Nice.
Yeah.
They don't fit me good.
They don't fit me too good, and they fall right off whenever I walk around and whatnot. Especially when you're playing shit.
Have you ever tried doing like harmonics like this?
I have, yeah.
And then, like-
Sometimes I'll grab like a. Oops, shit. Oops. See?
There you go.
I
That's
do
it.
it probably once a year.
That's it.
It's so good.
It's so. Have you ever done it with your nose?
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. No, it's great. So, well, for any guitar players, yeah, to get the harmonics with one hand, it's really easy because all you're doing to get a harmonic usually is like one hand is touching the magic point,
Yeah.
and the other hand is vibrating the
The
string.
G spot.
The G spot. That's it. Well, that would be the G spot. But by doing it with one hand, you're just touching the point and using part of the same hand to hit that thing.
It's amazing. I believe Tommy Emmanuel calls it chiming.
Yep. Or harp harmonics or whatever you.
It's amazing, dude.
Just about. But yeah. So all you need is part of your body to vibrate the string and part of your body to touch the point. So you can vibrate the string with a pull off, right? So you can get harmonics like that.
Can you use any part of your body?
That's what I'm saying. Why not use a friend? Chris, can I borrow you? Put your finger out.
Where at?
12th fret. Like that.
Where's that? Right here?
Yeah. There you go.
Holy shit.
Teamwork.
Do you, being on so many tours and spending so much time playing music live in front of people with other people who also play music, is there any unnamed, you don't have to obviously squirt any names out,
Yeah.
but any big diva experiences that have kind of
Yes.
taken you aback?
Absolutely. 100%. But no comment.
That's something that I feel like every single person I've ever talked to in a circuit
Yeah.
is involved in something like a big diva moment, and they're just like,
Well,
I can't. There's nothing you can do.
I
about
would
it.
say that people our kind of age are generally just happy to be there, and there's no drama or anything like that. I think that the industry where it's at, everyone's pretty expendable, so no one's really walking around acting like, God or whatever.
Right.
That being said, I was just in Los Angeles, and I was with some friends who play for a lot of big artists, like household name, top 10 artists, and heard some stories that are pretty horrific. Like people getting
stories.
Well, people getting treated like they are expendable. You'll have the artist just being incredibly
Rude.
Yeah, and that kind of thing. As someone who does his own kind of weird music, it's just a little insulting to be talked to like that. But I don't really have those experiences, but other people do. It's playing music is a gift, man, and the whole point of it is to lift people up. Like the reason you start playing and you're playing those 9 hours in your bedroom and you're just loving it and you get that first vibrato and all the stuff I was talking about. The reason is because it feels good and it makes people feel good.
Yeah.
So if you're out there on a tour, just leave all that bullshit at home.
Yeah.
Just everyone's there because they want to have a good time. So
Yeah.
why throw a wrench into that?
Yeah, it's something you can just share with people in a way that you can't share really anything else.
Exactly. It's a special. I just did a song. I released a cover of a Sleep Token song called Euclid. Sleep Token. It's like Sleep Token releasing their new album like tomorrow, I think, as of filming.
This will be going out tomorrow.
Oh, sick. So it's
Yeah.
Sleep Token Day
Yeah.
today, basically. So big deal. Sleep Token are awesome. If you don't know them, I think they have the top 3 songs in the Billboard Hard Rock right now.
Holy
which is
shit.
insane for like
Yeah.
a band who are masked and anonymous. It could be anyone. Who knows? Could be us, Caleb.
It's definitely me.
It's definitely there.
I'm
You go.
coming out now.
You have to. You gotta do the graphic and have that on.
It's me, Sleep Token guy number 4.
Exactly. But when I released that track, and that song is a very emotional song to a lot of people. It means a lot to a lot of people, and the response has been like so deep. It's like not surface level. It's not a song with like look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Done. Next meme. It's like a piece, and it's a beautiful piece of music. I tried to do like a one man guitar thing, and I rented this church and all this kind of stuff, and I can see it because there's the reaction community are kind of involved in it. It means a lot to people, like on this like extra level, And we were talking about this earlier. When you play those kind of slow songs at a venue, it hits people in a different way. So that's like such a privilege. Like how many people get to like make people feel good?
Yeah.
On
Without
that-
having
on
to
that
say
level.
something or.
Yeah,
Like you're able to just do a thing that you put a lot of time into.
It's this weird,
cool.
intangible, untangible thing. And I think it's a beautiful way to go through the world as well. So yeah, everyone should just learn a musical instrument, regardless of whether your council or country are just defunding every piece of music education that they can, which is what's happening in England, unfortunately. Like my second year at my university, they fired all the instrumental teachers for budget cuts on a music degree.
What?
Yeah, England. But yeah, learn stuff. Access is out there. Come say hi and play. It's a beautiful feeling.
For some of the people, I have a lot of young people who watch my channel. People who are like.
Maybe there's it's a little different.
Yeah, exactly. They're a little different. Little different folks. Well, what's some good resources that you would recommend guitar-wise?
Guitar-wise,
to get started.
Well, to get absolutely started. So a buddy of mine is a YouTuber called Justin Sandico. His channel's Justin Guitar, and he's one of the original YouTube guitar teachers.
I learned some from him.
There you go. It's all free lessons from absolute beginner, very well structured. They're lessons that are kind of they're just great. You should go there, and it's completely free. And then if you're interested in the finger picking kind of thing, and you're getting into that, and you want to start playing around to that next kind of nerdy stage, I've got a bunch of resources on my website, which some of them are free, some of them are not, but you can come and grab some free stuff.
What's the link?
MikeDAWes.com. There's actually a 9-hour course with a 133-page music book, which you can get as like a little gift box. So people like that as like a gift for their sibling or significant other. But that's more advanced stuff. If you're absolutely starting, just free lessons, Justin Sandico. He's a great buddy, and he's just a wonderful guitar teacher. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think just learning the super kind of simple basics.
Yeah,
And
it's so
then-
important to get that foundation solid.
Definitely. And then just, yeah, like finding somebody to like kind of do it with or play it with, so you get that like validation, like a level of validation that you're making progress.
Yeah,
Because some people
that's,
can't.
That's it. You need to know when you're going in the right direction, and his stuff's very good at that.
Yes.
Like his stuff's very well structured. So yeah, highly recommended. It's Justin Sandico, justinguitar.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's a very embarrassing moment you've had on tour specifically?
Wow. I mean, I've done it all, man. We'd go from food poisoning incidents on stage through to, like, what? So I play with fingernails, right? In this hand, and I'm sure people in the comments will have a field day with this. There's maybe like 3 comments that are pretty regular that involve, you know, an ex-partner dying or something, you know, because of my fingernail.
Right.
That didn't happen in real life, but the fingernails do break. And I did a gig in Chicago where I was playing a song and I could feel my nail breaking. And I you know, they do those like NFL hand egg touchdown passes in the
Yes.
movies, and those are in like slow motion. It was like that. I did that, and I could see my nail out of the corner of my eye in slow motion flying through the air, and it landed right in a woman's drink. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, nailed it.
Oh.
There you go, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so I don't know if she drank it or not, but that was fun. I'm
Let's
sure I
hope
can
she
think
did.
of some very embarrassing stories, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. But traveling around playing music just gets you into all kinds of adventures. You know, I can't recommend it enough. Playing it to real people all over the world, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't imagine how much excitement there has to be. How many just like crazy things that you probably just can't even imagine
Yeah,
that you
there's-
would have ever been able to do or
Yeah,
or
there's
experience.
crazy things. Like I was saying to Chris earlier, like I have a prostitute's visa from Lebanon. You know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
I'm Lebanese.
So in Lebanon, when I was there, they had an artist visa, but they don't have a musician visa specifically. It's the same one for what I believe are like not strictly prostitutes,
Yeah.
but like
Escorts.
yeah, whatever the sex worker equivalent would be based on the laws of the land
Yeah.
at that particular time. So I had to go into a meeting room with people in that industry, and I obviously don't look like I'm in that industry. So there was a lot of strange looks exchanged. That was kind of
Yeah.
fun. That was a trip, man. Lebanon's one of my favorite places I've ever been and played, and yeah, it's a beautiful part of the world.
Where'd you go and play? Beirut? Or
Beirut, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was sick. That was a long time ago now, but I've been to like China a bunch.
Where in China?
South America.
Or all over?
Beijing, Shanghai, you know,
Yeah, main ones.
Xi'an, yeah, all those kind of main spots. I'll be going back there next year, I think, which will be fun. But those audiences, that's a whole different world, man.
Yeah.
That's a whole different dynamic. And because no one speaks English, like your stage banter doesn't work.
Doesn't exist.
So you have to like redo the whole show, and you have a translator. It's a really amazing experience. And Chinese audiences are they're hungry for music, man.
Really?
Like, yeah. They love guitar. They love learning. And I'm going over there. I've been over there a few times to judge a guitar competition in Beijing, and man, the level of playing is just insane.
Really?
They're so good.
Wow.
It's so good. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's pretty wild seeing someone like learn your song.
Yeah.
And like play it to you.
To be better.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's exactly it. And they're just one take, just ripping in front of you, and you're just
Yeah.
like, dude, I haven't played that song in years, and I can't remember how to play it. Yeah,
That's
no.
crazy.
Yeah, shout out to the Chinese guitar player community.
That's awesome. What about the social media, guitar community? What's
Social meds.
Social Meds?
Yeah.
What's some good creators that you follow guitar wise that I would
Man.
benefit from following or the
There's-
audience would like to see?
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy who I found. My phone's in the other room. I can't remember his name. Who's really, really awesome right now. I'm really inspired by. I'm not really listening or watching much acoustic guitar content, but electric guitar wise, I was just hanging out with a guy called Bernd. He's from Austria, Bernth. He's a big creator on the platform, and we're going to be doing a collab track together.
That's cool.
Yeah. Man, all the names are escaping me. Joscho Stefan from Germany is an amazing gypsy jazz player. I mean, honestly, the big one is Tommy Emmanuel, right? We both know Tommy,
yeah.
right?
Well, you know him. I just know of him.
Well, yeah. I mean, like we were hanging out and you were playing some of his tunes because, like, so Tommy Emmanuel is the sickest. He's the greatest of all time, and just as a human. So if he's in town, Tommy Emmanuel. Sometimes I open for him. Sometimes
That's so cool.
it's pretty wild. We're going to be out in November. We're going to be together touring in Norway, Lithuania, Latvia, Czech Republic, and Hungary. So if you're from one of those places, pretty random places, we're going to be doing shows there.
That's so cool.
And those are going to be mega shows. We do a bunch of songs together at the end of the night, which is a lot of fun. But he's a masterclass in not just guitar playing, but just making you feel good.
Yeah.
You know,
Inspiration.
inspiration.
I mean, yeah.
I can't talk highly enough about Tommy. Yeah. So he's the tits, as we say.
Yeah, he's the tits. He's definitely the tits. I wonder if he knows he's the tits.
I don't think he believes it. I think because he's on this level of just giving joy and playing with so many people of so many styles. His taste is very diverse. So he's probably like looking at like, how are you doing that? How are you doing that? And even though he's 70 now, he's still so hungry for knowledge. He's like a sponge.
He's
and that's
so
something,
good.
yeah, man. That's something a lot of us lose when we get older, is we stop being a sponge for new things. You know, there's that whole thing of like, what is it, when you hit 30, you stop listening to pop music? Like that is a real thing. But yeah, he's just a constant sponge. I don't mean like he's always asking me for money. I mean like, you know.
Hey man, can I hold 20?
Yeah, exactly. No, he's great, yeah.
That's so cool, dude. Yeah, he's one of my certainly guitar idols for sure.
Yeah. I can tell by the way you play. Because he rips. He rips.
I don't. Yeah, I rip my pants.
Hey, there we go. I ripped my pants on stage the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, so I was playing that Van Halen song, and you know when he goes, might as well jump. I jumped, but I did like an air split.
Yeah.
Ripped the crotch out.
Anything fly out?
Nothing comes to mind.
Your garloid flipped.
My garloid was exposed.
That's funny.
No, nothing like that. But no, yeah, I'm sorry about your pants.
No, you're good. There's a crazy video online of this guy dancing at a wedding.
Okay.
And he's fucking getting down, and he like boogies down and does like a little split. It's taking fall.
Oh god, like straight flopping.
Like flops straight out. And he's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, that definitely didn't happen.
Yeah.
But that sounds amazing.
I've seen it probably 1,000 times.
It's one of those loops.
Exactly.
You know?
It's one of those things you see it once and you're like, I don't believe
Yeah.
anything of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta see it again.
Let me watch it again.
Yeah. This is pre-AI too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you have one guitar, and one of the very first videos,
Yeah,
probably the
just
first video
one-
I've
one boy.
seen of you. You played that guitar
Probably.
so long ago. It's just
Which
wild.
song was it? What was the first one?
I think the first video I ever saw of your proof of 10,000 hours
Oh yeah.
was the Somebody That I Used to Know video.
Oh yeah.
And-
was it the live one where I'm like talking about
Yes.
it? Yeah, that was in this guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guitar I've had for so long, man. Like
How many guitars do you have?
I have a lot of guitars, but
Okay.
I only tour with one. I actually have Andreas Kuntz made me a carbon copy of this. So I have a little brother.
cool.
But the idea of that is that one will just stay in Europe, and this one will be in the US. So I don't need to travel, because traveling transatlantic or across the Gulf of England can be quite dangerous for guitars. Yeah.
Now, what is your backup plan? Let's say if that thing is obviously incredibly important to you, and you only tour with one. What would you do if it broke? What would you play?
Let's not
damage.
tempt fate. Yeah.
Yeah, knock on wood.
There's been instances. I mean, look, I take care of it. I guess it is quite risky traveling with one, but I got this in 2016. That's nearly 10 years, and it's been fine so far. It's a solid guitar. It's reinforced for damage. I always carry it on the plane. You know, I'm very because I have an English accent. The people who work on the plane, I'm quite good at like charming and being like, oh please, father, let me take my guitar on, please.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes I bring them chocolates, and I'm just trying to be like really nice to let them take care of it. And sometimes the pilot will just put it in the cockpit,
That's fucking
which is
cool.
it's pretty cool, especially like the Nashville flight, because obviously
Yeah.
they're all
Exactly.
used to they're
Yeah,
all
you
used
hit it.
to those.
They're like, all right, come on, get in here with me, sit on my lap.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I've had some incidents. There was one time where like a machine head broke. You can see here,
Okay.
right? It's like different.
Replacement, yeah.
Yeah, the show was fucked. Because I was like, I can't. I mean, you can't tune the guitar.
Yeah.
It's like, so I just told some jokes and then left. And my jokes aren't good.
They're pretty good.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I was like, you know, what's red and smells like blue paint?
What is it?
Red paint.
Fuck.
And I'd do that, and it would
got
just be
me.
silence.
Dude, you got me though.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got me though.
yeah.
Pretty good.
But like, what's big and grey and can't climb trees?
I don't know.
A parking lot. Right?
You got me again.
Yeah, I got him twice. Damn,
Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
I'd
but
be a
it
good
turns
audience
out
member.
when you've bought a ticket to see a show, and you get that. Didn't go down well.
I'd leave a positive review though.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
There's a level of boldness that comes along with doing
You've
that.
got to
That makes
admire
really
the
good.
arrogance sometimes. You know?
Have you ever considered stopping? Okay, so as an example, God, you're gonna keep me dancing.
Sorry.
Have you ever considered instead of maybe telling jokes if the guitar breaks, maybe dancing interpretively?
I do dance sometimes interpretively. Some people don't call it dancing.
What do they call it? Convulsing?
Gurning.
Gurning?
Yeah.
What's that?
I can't gurn, but just weird facial expressions while playing guitar, you know. Have
Okay.
you seen, there's a great Photoshop of like guitarists, but they've replaced their guitars with slugs.
Oh,
And they're all like,
yeah, I've seen that.
exactly.
Yeah, they look all nasty.
That would be the interpretive dance. No, but in the show, there's a lot of like kind of comedy elements, I guess, because I'm on one guitar and I'm changing the tunings. There are some anecdotes and stories and tales and things like that, which is fun. But I try to structure the show like you know how comedians will kind of set up they'll set stuff up and the payoff will be much later into the show.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing I really like doing, and it all gets wrapped up nicely at the end of the night with a nice, relaxing little ballad. You know, nice little.
Oh
waltz.
yeah, something sweet.
Something sweet.
I love that, by the way, so much.
Yeah.
What the name of that is?
I'll send you the tab. It's a song called "Be My Mistake," which
Okay.
was written by, or the actual song was written by the 1975, but I did this
So good.
guitar arrangement of it, which people really seem to like on these shows.
It's so fucking good, dude.
Just a little bit simple, like nice little waltz.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I think that part's my favorite
The
part.
little meow meow.
You're gonna make me start interpretive dancing.
Do it, man. Rip those pants.
Hold on. This is how I interpretive dance. Keep playing. Don't look at me.
The eyes.
never changes.
I can't even get through.
It
to
never
the question.
changes.
That was beautiful. I think this needs to be. I can't look at it. I can't. Knowing it came from you.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do it. Oh, sorry, I have to
have to
resolve.
figure
That's
this
like
out.
so annoying not to resolve that.
God, it's so beautiful.
Well, it's just nice and simple, but there's beauty in that simplicity. Not everything has to be a ripping John Mayer tune. We jammed this earlier. It was great.
Yeah, we did.
Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Getting carried away with the guitar.
That dance, by the way, it's called the
The
vampire
Harlem Shake.
the vampire's garlic.
The vampire's car.
Yeah, because it's like that's what garlic does
Oh, nice.
when
Nice.
it's just hanging up, trying to keep vampires away.
Nice. I like vampires. My buddies in the band called Periphery, they have a song called Fat Dracula,
Okay.
which I thought was about Ted Cruz, but it turns out it's not. Don't you
What's
think
it
Ted Cruz looks a bit like a fat Dracula?
I'd say that.
You know what I mean?
The Zodiac Killer.
Exactly. And it's like a 11-minute song or something about Fat Dracula, and it turns out Fat Dracula sleeps in a spherical coffin in their story. So, yeah,
Interesting.
little fact.
My friend Tom loves Periphery. He was here this morning. Yeah, he fucking loves Periphery.
Yeah, we was just hanging with those guys. Well, I did a tour with them. I opened for them, which was kind of hilarious because I play acoustic guitar, and I opened for this like crushing metal band, and it turned out to be the most fun tour ever.
That's fucking awesome.
Like the singer would come out during their set, I would go out and
Yeah.
we'd start doing, and you got like 2,000 metalheads just like, tell me why.
Oh my god.
So much fun. That was a great tour, man. That was a lot of fun. Good memories. And we did a record together, actually. Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Just a cheeky record.
Well, it was like 2-track LP limited to like a certain amount of copies, and yeah, we did. It was a couple of Periphery tunes, but acoustic with a couple of the guys. That was fun.
If you could jam with a historical figure, living or dead, who would you choose?
You.
Okay, aside from me, who would you choose?
It's I've had this insanely privileged kind of situation where I get to actually play with Tommy, and I hate to say it, but like he is like
The guy.
the gold standard. So
Yeah, I would agree.
You know, the obvious. Oh, actually, there's a guy called Michael Hedges who passed away in the '90s. He's the guy who's kind of really the first guy taking that steel string acoustic into those kind of crazy places.
Yeah, the percussive.
Yeah,
sort
the
of-
wacky tunings, the extended techniques, but writing just beautiful music. And he got really big in like the '90s here in the States. But he passed away, so I never got to meet him. So I would have loved to have just asked him some questions and picked his brain, because yeah, he's I wouldn't be here doing this kind of guitar thing without him for sure. Yeah,
Interesting.
there's kind of these two pathways in acoustic guitar. There's the Tommy Emmanuel route, and then there's the Michael Hedges route, and I'm kind of like somewhere in the middle, I guess.
Interesting.
Or that's kind of what I'm trying to do. And so yeah, Michael Hedges for sure. What a legend. Yeah.
What about the Nick Jonas route?
Oh, dude, that solo. I transcribed that when it came out.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Da, 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 da. Go, ba, ga, ba.
That's kind of where I'm at. That's the route I took.
That's it.
Yeah.
Note for note. Yeah.
That's so good, dude.
The thing is, like when people like pile on someone for like messing up live. I've messed up live so many times, and I would hate it if someone like started picking that
of course.
apart. So, I mean, hey, but I guess it's punching up. It's Nick Jonas. I mean, come on.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
Nick, we love you.
It's not all, guitar's not all he's up to.
Exactly. He's
He'll
got
be
other
okay.
things like
Yeah.
rubbing money in his chest or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. He's fine.
I think he has diabetes.
Oh, right. Yeah, dirty pancreas.
He'll take offense to that for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Nick's fine. He's just got a shit pank.
Yeah. His pank's all fucked.
Yeah, terrible pank. Low grade pank.
For me, a historical figure I would take play with is Diogenes.
Okay, yeah, nice. What kind of stuff would you play?
I think I just
Top
play.
40.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I'd play probably some Nick Jonas for him.
Nice, yeah.
Then he'd piss on me and say, "Fuck off!"
Yeah, exactly. That was exactly how I was imagining it. Yeah, that's a good choice. Interesting. Yeah, it reminds me of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You know, you could just like go and find actual like historical figures from a long time ago, like Socrates and Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
And all of that. Yeah, I'll change my answer. No Michael Hedges. It's going to be Genghis Khan.
That would be really cool. Play with the Khan. Play some.
Yeah.
What about his
Shaka
son?
Khan.
What about his son Kublai Khan?
Kublai. That's a Texas band, right?
I believe Kublai Khan is also a Texas band.
There you go. Yeah, I hear they're doing good things. I haven't got into them, but people tell me I should check them out. So you should. Yeah, they're like crushingly heavy, right? Awesome. Yeah. Imagine that on a bill, like Genghis Khan being the headliner, and then like Kublai Khan,
son.
but then Shaka Khan.
Oh my
as well.
God, dude.
Yeah.
And then Bobby Connolly.
Yeah. Exactly. It could be the Yes We Can tour.
Bobby Connolly, that's one of the who Connolly, the fucking the Holy Grail Monty Python.
Oh.
Something Connolly. What's his name?
I don't know if there's a Connolly. Maybe.
Big curly hair.
Oh, Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly,
Yeah,
yeah.
Scottish comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
a legend.
that's not Monty Python.
No.
What does he do? Why do I know him?
Billy Connolly is just a great comedian. Very funny chap. I don't know.
Was he in a movie or something with him?
Probably. A lot of these comedian guys do acting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Billy. Whatever.
Let's see. I have a bunch of really dumb questions.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Wait, those weren't the dumb questions?
No. Which of your fingers would tell the most interesting story?
Oh, my third finger on my fretting hand.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why?
Because I shut it in a door and it fell off. That's pretty interesting, right?
That's pretty fucked
Yeah,
up.
I when I was 15 or 16, this is that the best close-up camera? I've done it to. Well, you probably won't be able to see from there anyway. But the fingertip got caught in a door. Oh, there we go. You can just about, if you focus on the fingers, see like the scar.
Oh wow, yeah, you can
You know
see
what I
the
mean? You can
mark.
just kind of see the mark. So it kind of like it cut all across there, and basically the whole fingertip. The only thing remaining was that little bit of skin on the pad, so it was hanging off. So it was like catching a ball in a cup, you know?
Yeah.
Like that. Whoop.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously I was deep into guitar at the time. Fortunately in the UK we have the NHS, which is the National Health Service, so I got to the hospital and they took care of it and fixed it all up that day for free, which is pretty amazing. And then I had to just have this giant bandage and had a swollen finger for like 6 months or something. And then started playing on it, and now it's great because I can play for hours and I don't really feel it.
Yeah.
So
numb.
So the secret to to guitar practice, kids,
To lose your finger.
is to lose
in a horrible
lose your
accident.
finger in a horrible accident. Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly. But I'm very lucky. But that's how Black Sabbath started, really, isn't it? Tony Iommi cut his fingertips off in like a machine in Birmingham, and then they kind of he put like caps on it, like leather or something, and then they tuned lower on the guitars, so it was like easier to play, and that's the birth of heavy metal.
I did not know that.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then Ozzy Osbourne ate a bat.
Yeah, he did. His final gig is coming up. It's insane. The
Dude,
lineup is ridiculous.
I think his I don't know, I haven't kept up with him recently, but the last time I saw him, I feel like he's gotten more coherent.
Really?
I think so. I feel like he now is more coherent than him like in the 80s.
I love that video of like on the Osbournes where it's like he's like, someone's taken my something, and he's like,
Someone's taking my...
or the one where he like makes a smoothie and turns the machine on and then just like falls asleep on the couch and it just keeps going and then ultimately
Ozzy!
sets fire.
Yeah, and his wife. Ozzy!
It's so good.
Ozzy!
Exactly. No, they're doing like, it's like Ozzy's final show and it's Ozzy Osbourne supported by Black Sabbath, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Tool, Pantera, like they're the Gojira, like they're the openers.
Yeah.
It's like festival headliners, but the whole lineup. It's insane.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Yeah, I really want to try and get tickets. Someone give me a hookup for tickets, please, because there's no guest list.
I think Ozzy watches the show.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I like Ozzy a lot. He's really cool.
He's great, man. Those albums, Blizzard of Oz, dude, so good.
If you had to replace your guitar strings with something that was not a guitar string, what would you use?
For fun or for function?
Either. Let's choose one.
I hear dental floss works.
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw someone do that on YouTube. They like replaced their strings with dental floss, and oh, actually, fun story. This sounds like it's made up. It's not. I was playing guitar on the Great Wall of China.
Okay.
And the reason was that there was a young fan from rural China who the promoters had arranged to come all the way to Beijing and for us to meet because he wanted to play one of my songs, Boogie Shred actually, together on the Great Wall of China. And I was like, that's insane. Like, that's such an insane experience. So I go there and we start playing. I tune up to Dadgad and I break a string. And I left all my strings back at the hotel and I felt like absolute shit. Just like, oh my God, I don't know. I just can't play. My guitar's broken, right? I've lost a string. And he took the string and the guitar and he literally whittled the broken string together, past the nut, tied it up in this crazy thing, and it worked.
That's
And he was just
insane.
like, oh yeah, because where I'm from, we're so far away from any guitar stores. Like if we break a string, we just fix it. And that just blew my mind.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then so that's just like, I'll remember that forever. Just like, when you got to play, don't let a broken string stand in your way.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I do.
Well, I know you do. That's because it's because you lack the confidence to play in front of people.
Because I'm weak.
Which you're not weak.
Because I'm weak. And I'm easily overcome.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, calm.
What?
What?
The fuck? What song do you play when nobody's listening, Mike?
Pink Pony Club.
Really?
Really?
Let's hear it!
Oh my God.
Do you actually play that?
No. I'd never heard it until you mentioned it to me. I'd literally never heard of it before. Yeah.
It's my favorite song.
Yeah, is it actually?
No.
Okay. No.
But it is a funny meme, though.
But I do listen to it when playing Oblivion,
The Elder Scrolls
the Elder Scrolls
4, Oblivion?
main theme,
Remaster?
the remaster of
It's
the
a remake, really.
I don't know.
a remake.
How many remakes and things that The Last of Us had? Because every time I go on the PlayStation store, there's like another Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like 20th edition
Yeah.
remake.
They just keep remaking them. They
Black
just keep
and
remaking
Chrome edition.
So basically, so you're a music guy.
Yeah.
I think we've had some evidence that you can play the guitar.
Okay. I'm happy about that.
I have 3 challenges for you.
Okay.
Okay, one is to play Pink Pony Club,
Okay.
and then another one is to play the theme song for Oblivion,
Okay.
and then there's one more at the end, which once those 2 are done,
Okay.
we'll see if you've withstood the test,
Okay.
and then we'll get to the third one.
Okay. That sounds good. Let's give it a go. What I'm doing right now is tuning it to Dadgad tuning because it gives me a lot of resonant strings to kind of play with. Because the more strings that ring, the more it's like a piano, right? So when you play guitar regularly, you might be doing like a kind of like a, your scales like this, where you're playing like multiple notes on a string, right? But nothing's ringing out. You know, it's one note at a time. If you're playing solo without a big band, it's gonna kind of suck. But when you're in this tuning, you can kind of do these cascading kind of scales, so that you hear,
crazy,
you hear how the notes are ringing, right?
Yeah.
Whereas
good.
in like regular tuning, that's a lot harder to do.
Yeah, maybe for you. Just kidding.
So I choose this tuning because I know if I'm going to do like a one-person arrangement of a song,
Yeah.
it gives me like the biggest potential for like ringing strings. And then what I'll probably do to find the key is we find the key of the song, and then I'll maybe, if it's not in D or close to that, I'll just use a capo to make that, make the root the open string on the bottom.
Interesting.
And then it gives me a power chord in the bottom, so I can get some, with one finger, it means I'll be able to kind of get some really easy chords.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the pinky on these fingers will be able to play the melody, and then I just use the other fingers to figure out what's in the middle.
That's so cool.
So the process is tuning, then find the key, then figure out your bass line, then figure out your melody. If anything needs to change, like you can't reach something, then maybe I'll change the tuning even more.
Yeah.
And then figure out the little details and stuff.
Wow.
So the next thing would be, we got to find the key.
Okay.
So it's an F sharp, right? So now, I don't want to use my brain. I'm just going to get a capo and capo up there. So I'm going to click my fingers and I'll go and get my capo. There we go. Seamless.
Good one.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. So this, funnily enough, this capo is my signature capo.
Okay.
Which means it has my little logo on it, and I've got a little jellyfish on it, which is on my record. And it's made by a British company, made in England, mate, called G7 capos. And the reason they're so cool is that they don't like you put them on the minimum amount you want, and then it's locked. So it's like you just squeeze it and it won't go back. So you only need to put the amount of pressure that you need, you know.
That's cool.
It just helps it stay in tune a bit more. And
are they available
they're
online?
aesthetic. They are, yeah. Actually, you can get this on my website.
Okay.
It'll link straight through to theirs. I don't get a commission or anything. I just think they're awesome and they're good dudes.
That's sick.
Again, small businesses, man. It's like the tone wood amp. This thing, all the reverb's coming through that. The tone wood amp, made by a husband and wife in Arizona.
I have got to get one of those.
Yeah, we'll send you one for sure. So this, there's like reverb coming out of the guitar sound hole. That's what this is. It vibrates the guitar so that reverb comes out the sound hole. So you're never dry. You're always wet.
That's how I live my life.
That's it. There you go. I live my life 1/4 mile at a time.
Always dripping.
Always dripping with Coronas and car crashes.
Yes, sir.
That's it. All right. Okay, I'll just get this boy in. Get this boy in. Okay. Okay, so now we're in that guy, but we're in F sharp. Okay, so what I'm done is I've got the bass line first, then the melody. Same again. Right, so I've got the melody and the bass line, but then I need to just find a better sounding way of playing it by using those open strings that I was telling you about, right? So now instead of going, you know, I've now got to fill it out. There's an example of that.
Yeah.
Letting other strings ring out and going across multiple strings, right? So once I've got that down, yeah. Yeah, right. Once you've got that down, then maybe we start adding those beats in. There's that other bit there. Pink body clap, pink body clap. So that's again, multiple strings. Okay, so. Yep, there it is. There it is. There you go.
That's so good.
There you go. Yeah, so, but you're just trying to make it easy for yourself, right? So play in a tuning that makes it easy for yourself. You know,
Right.
like you can reach all those notes pretty easy. The only notes that I'm going over multiple strings are when it gets remotely difficult, so I'm using those other strings. Same at the end there, what? That, or that, it just doesn't feel good, and that's just a nice way to get more resonance out of it. You know? So there you go. There you go.
That was so good. Amazing.
That's how it's done. So it's really quite straightforward. You just follow that formula, that process. Obviously, sometimes things are done in different ways, but for that kind of song, for any pop song, that's kind of the way it's done. Same with like somebody that I used to know and Jump and all that kind of stuff. It's tuning, key, bass, melody, fill out the middle, and then percussion at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
There you go.
There you fucking have it.
Welcome to the Pink Pony Club.
Send videos of that, people in the audience.
Yeah. Seriously, do it.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Let's get some people learning.
I want to turn that into a real cover now. That's such a great. And that's a nice little thing.
Nice, yeah.
Because getting multiple notes like da, 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 is pretty tricky.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
That's a nice
where you're getting
way
like
of cheating about it.
so many little things in one.
Yeah, okay.
I would go boom, and you're going.
It's a great
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So cool.
Thank you, Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan. All right, next. You've never played Oblivion.
I have not. No.
Skyrim?
Nope. My RPG upbringing was Knights of the Old Republic, and Knights of the Old
Okay,
Republic.
that's still insanely
It's
based.
so good.
Yeah, that's still good.
Dude, Knights of the Old Republic, I mean, that story is probably the best story I've ever played in a video game.
Yeah.
I love it. And then Sith Lords, the second one, I think it had better gameplay. I wasn't as much of a fan of the story, but the gameplay was great. Fable 2.
Oh, I love Peter Molyneux.
All of
My
that-
favorite liar.
All of that stuff. Favorite.
Yeah. Only second to my actual favorite liar, the guy behind you right now, Todd Howard. So under the witness of Todd Howard, I sent you the theme song for Oblivion.
You did. You did.
I was like, you have
Full
to.
disclosure, he sent me this like as I was coming here.
Yeah.
Being like, oh dude, it'd be so sick if you did this. I was like, I never played Oblivion. I don't know this soundtrack.
Yeah. At all.
Yeah, at all.
It's just so.
At all. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. I don't know this soundtrack, but I listened to it and messed around with it very briefly. But now for this, let's try this.
Okay.
It's that kind of Irish kind of piratey thing.
And the theme song from Morrowind is like a little bit slower. It's like la la la.
Yeah, it's the same theme.
La la la. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oblivion,
yeah.
they fucking went they hammer fisted it.
Like Pink Pony Club's one thing because it's just a 4-chord thing.
Yeah.
But this is a 4-chord thing.
Okay.
Right. Da, da, da. So we're in D again, but it's D minor. So there is that third
Yeah.
I was telling you about. It's not happy, but it's sad. You can hear that in the beginning. Look.
I can imagine myself walking through the wilds of Cyrodiil.
Okay, I don't know that reference, but
Okay.
but I appreciate that it's probably.
You're getting me fired up right now.
Under our witness here, who you
Exactly,
informally
Todd.
created the game. Pleasure. Thank you. Pleasure, Todd. Okay.
He's a good dude.
Let's try to do this justice, but let's make it fun. Okay, so it seems like it's D minor. Right. Da 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 da
Yeah.
da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually not. It's actually very similar to the Chapel Roan chords. If Pink Pony Club was minor,
Yeah.
it would be that. So it'd be like Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
it's the same.
crazy.
And vice versa for Oblivion.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Todd did not like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Someone needs to do some cursed mashup
Yeah.
over these two. It's not going to be me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say. Okay, so let's apply that same process
Okay.
to Oblivion. Okay, so
Can it be done?
Of course it can be done.
Okay.
Of course it can be done.
Okay.
With the same process. It's simple, right?
Yeah.
So, process is simple. We've got our tuning, okay? Dadgad. D-A-D-G-A-G. We spoke about it. Okay? Or, yeah. Cool. So we've got a bit of source in there. We know what the bass notes are. It's D, F, C, G, okay? The melody, da-da-da, minor, right? But now we're getting up high.
Oh, bro.
So remember we're getting into that. Remember what I said before? Like it's starting to get a bit tricky with the stretch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I get you.
Got to get the. And I don't really want to lose the power of that power
Right.
chord down there by playing a chord up here, which is a little bit more fruity and lame. So I would consider changing the tuning. So if I make this string higher, it means that this finger doesn't need to stretch as high.
Right.
So
I like that.
if I make this. So what I want to keep the open string feel, so I'm going to tune it to a note that's still in the key. So we established the key is D minor, okay, like this. So I'm going to tune it to just another note in that key. So I don't want to take it too far. I'll take it to F.
Woo!
Okay, that's pretty high.
That's tight.
But it's still now open.
Yeah.
Still sounds like a nice
that's
minor chord,
cool,
right?
yeah.
So it sounds pretty dope. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna play this game. I should have played this game. Like everyone in my housemates were all playing it. I was just too busy being a nerd and not getting a girlfriend and playing guitar growing up. That's how it was. So here we go. So instead of we don't do that now. Now it's just because now it's an open string, right?
So that badass, yeah.
Right? La, la, la. So now we don't need to do that big stretch because now it's just right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we've got the F in the bass and the melody note on top. Then we need to go. There we go. Now that we've got to get onto the chord with that note on the top. So it's probably wise to hammer on that chord. Do that kind of thing. I could fret it. Then, yeah, okay. Either way, it just depends on how fast you want to be. Oh, but there was that little So now I can't go down any further on that string because I raised it. So now it has to be there.
Yeah.
But now I know I need to resolve here on that G. So okay, let's try that. Okay. Again, hammering on and tapping, like Eddie Van Halen, you know, all that kind of stuff. Horrible tuning to do that in, but yeah, Eddie Van Halen pioneered all that kind of tapping stuff. So that's what I'm taking onto the acoustic guitar in this context. So we've got ooh, la 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 la. Right there you go. Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, then it was the. Yeah, it was that. So the B flat. Yeah. So. Same again. That's not going to work. So we could maybe fret it with a different hand. Use okay. So harmonics. We looked at harmonics. They're a great cheat way of getting around the neck while having a ringing note that you're not having to fret.
Okay.
Because harmonics, when I did that on your nose, you know, the note was ringing, or my nose rather, the note was ringing, but I don't need to press anything, right? My hands are free to move. So in this situation, I would go. Oh, so that's the same note as this harmonic. So instead of fretting it there, that allows me to get there. You see what I mean? I hope this is making sense.
No, it does. It's amazing.
So it allows you to move around the neck,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so then I'd add the percussion, make it big and epic, add those kick drums. Can't really do one there, or there. Sorry, there. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Let's. Can I practice that for a little bit?
Yeah. Practice that.
Cool.
Let's give you however long you need.
Time lapse.
Yeah, time lapse it.
Okay, time lapse. Okay.
Good to go?
Let's give it a go.
That was our time lapse? Okay.
That was a time lapse.
All right, Mike. I might scream while you're doing this, okay? I might scream while you're doing this. This is the Oblivion theme song, arranged by Mike Dawes, performed.
I'm so nervous.
Let's get it. By the 9! By Azura! It's the grand champion! That's so good, dude. That's
Hell
so
yeah.
good.
That's fun. Little bit of sauce. A little bit of sauce in there.
Unbelievable.
Thanks, dude. That soundtrack is dope. This sucks. Getting to that.
Yeah. I wanted to scream so much stuff, but a lot of it's like, stop! You violated the law! I didn't want to fuck you up.
Oh, do it.
Stop! You violated the law! By the 9! Help! Someone's been murdered! By Azura! It's the grand champion!
Oh my god, can I keep you?
You can borrow.
Yeah, I can borrow him. That's sick. Yeah, so all that done. That's got a little bit of that in there. A little bit of the sauce. I think it would be nice slow. You know
So
what I mean? It's
amazing.
like, yeah. Oh, wrong tuning. Fuck. Edit that out. Yeah. That was fun.
Incredible.
That was like I've never done like a challenge.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of how those things are arranged. So we found the tuning, we found the key, figured out the bass line, figured out what the melody is, and all that extra sauce, the little like ticka 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 kind of stuff, the TikTok stuff, that comes at the end because you have to. Especially when covering a song, you have to play the part, like the melody. It's super important, and all those little tapping things. Hopefully, people can see that it's to facilitate trying to get all the parts in. It's not like a party trick or anything. It's like, okay, we can't reach the note, so we have to use this sound to do it. It's kind of how it is. Yeah, that was fun,
Okay.
man. I think you made it though. I think your contributions.
Well, there's one more challenge you haven't completed yet.
Okay.
It's a little song. It's more of a note.
A note.
I want to see if you can replicate it.
Okay.
It's called the brown note.
Okay. I've
ever
heard
heard
of
of
it.
this?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a holy shit. Warning, the real brown note. It's a YouTube video.
Yeah. So it depends. Surely this depends on what people are listening through, because it's a frequency.
Probably, yeah.
So use headphones, kids.
Yeah, use headphones for this.
Use full range audio.
It's there's actually a disclaimer.
It's not the beginning of Jump.
It's what you're about to hear is called the brown note. This particular frequency is known to make people have sudden bowel movements. Please be careful when listening to this and make sure a toilet is readily available. Do you have any way of arranging this for us?
Arranging the brown note.
Yeah.
Let's listen. Let's see. Is it so? It's a D. It's got like a purr. It's like a. That's got the natural.
I think you might be the first person
I
to
think
have
that's
ever.
the brown note.
You've
Yeah,
properly
yeah.
arranged the brown note on the guitar.
The
First
cool
person
thing
ever.
is, it's the same key as.
Pink Pony Club.
Oh, that sounds sick. Oh, that's gnarly.
That sounds so good, dude.
Does it?
Really good, yeah.
Yeah. Don't try that at home, kids.
Ugh.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Anyways.
One take brown note.
Anyways, one take brown note.
Let us know if it worked in the comments.
Yeah, let us know if you shitted. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Dude,
I really appreciate it.
Thanks to both of you.
Yeah, me and Todd.
Yeah.
He set this up, actually.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I got a DM, but it was just like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, his hands are really small. He has trouble typing.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, this is another episode of The Too Late Show.
It doesn't look like he has fingertips.
It doesn't. He's like Tony Iommi.
Exactly. There you go.
He's the Tony Iommi of video games,
It's true. He is.
but he lies more.
Yeah. Does he lie? Is he a liar?
He's a big liar, yeah.
How come? Is
There's,
that a thing?
Yeah, it's like a meme on the internet.
Okay.
You know the song, Tell me lie, tell me speak,
Yeah.
It's like a Todd Howard edition of that song.
Nice.
Because he's a
nice.
liar.
Awesome.
He lies
Fuck you,
about
Todd.
how... Yeah. Radiant AI. The Radiant AI in my new game. Radiant AI.
Huge AI.
Huge AI.
The best.
I do love Todd, though.
Yeah.
But
Todd.
anyways, thanks for watching this episode of The Too Late Show. Mike, is there anything you want to promote?
Oh,
More?
dude, I'm just happy to be here. I mean, if you're interested in learning more guitar stuff, just go on my site, and there's a bunch of material, like video lessons and stuff. And I've got a tour coming up in the summer in the US, and in November, there'll be a tour in Germany. But that's not announced yet, so Germans, keep an eye out. And yeah, see you on the road. Let's hang out.
Cool. Fuck yeah. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The Too Late Show is sponsored in part by Sour Boys, who invites you to join in on another delectably sour year of 52 weeks, 52 flavors. Sour Boys, flavors the size of Texas.
You're watching GBN. It's all here.